Our sermon for today is drawn forth from a profound truth stated in the book of James, chapter 4, verse 14. You do not even know what will happen tomorrow. What is your life? You are a mist that appears for a little while and then vanishes. In this life, we often like to think that we are in control. We make plans, set goals, and chase after dreams, convinced that we know what the future holds. Yet, James reminds us of our reality, a reality we often overlook. Our lives are but a fading mist. Let's get into it. James draws a vivid metaphor here, comparing life to a mist or a vapor. Visualize it, a mist appearing just after the break of dawn. It shimmers with a certain beauty, showing forth the new day. But as the sun ascends, the mist dissolves. It was there, tangible and clear, and then it simply wasn't. Such is the nature of our lives, a fleeting presence in the grand scheme of things. We sometimes find this truth hard to accept. The world promotes a culture that glorifies permanence, our accomplishments, our wealth, our status. We are taught to measure our lives by these markers, but James reminds us, challenges us even, to reflect on the brief nature of our existence. But family, let not this revelation bring you despair. Instead, let it be a call to humility, to gratitude, and to living our lives with purpose, intent, and above all, faith in God. In the face of life's uncertainty, our first response should be humility. Humility is acknowledging our place before God, recognizing our limitations. We do not know what tomorrow brings. The acknowledgement of this truth should root us in a sense of humility, understanding that our lives are in God's hands. In the face of life's fragility, our second response should be gratitude. With every breath we draw, every moment we experience, we should thank God for His grace and mercy. Each day is a gift, each moment a blessing. When we see life as a fading vapor, it enhances our appreciation for the now, encouraging us to express our gratitude to God for every moment He grants us. Our third response, perhaps the most critical, should be a commitment to living purposefully. As fleeting as our lives may be, we are here for a purpose ordained by God. Our existence should motivate us to live in alignment with God's purpose for our lives, to love Him, to love our neighbors, and to make a positive impact on this world. However, do not mistake this call for purposeful living as a call for frantic action, constantly striving to leave an indelible mark out of fear of our fading existence. Instead, it is a call to align our actions with God's will, to live each day in faith and obedience, to fill each moment with His love and grace. Life, brothers and sisters, is a vapor that appears for a little while, but each of us has a choice in how we live in that while. We can chase after the wind, striving to accumulate the temporary treasures of this world, or we can live in humility, gratitude, and purpose, investing in eternal treasures that endure even when the vapor dissipates. James chapter 4 verse 14 may seem a gloomy verse, but I tell you, it is one filled with hope. The unpredictability of life, the fleeting nature of our days, these are not to be feared but embraced as encouragement for humble, grateful, and purposeful living. We are reminded that our time here is limited, and yet it is still a precious gift from God. It's a chance to experience His love, share His word, and leave an indelible mark on the hearts and minds of those we interact with. So, how then should we live? In light of this fading vapor, it is crucial to prioritize. We should prioritize our relationship with God, growing in His knowledge and wisdom, and deepening our faith. As the Bible tells us, to love God is the greatest commandment in Matthew 22:37 and 38. This is where we should start and the platform on which we should build our lives. We also ought to prioritize our relationships with others, investing in love, kindness, and generosity. For in doing so, we echo God's love to the world and make the most of our temporary existence. We become less like fading mist and more like enduring beams of divine love that pierce through the world's fog of suffering and despair. In addition, we should prioritize fulfilling God's purposes. In Jeremiah 29:11, we are reminded that God has a plan for each and every one of us, plans to prosper us and not to harm us, plans to give us a future. Our lives, though brief, are woven into God's grand tapestry, a purpose-filled narrative that transcends our individual existence. And finally, as we strive to live in light of this truth from James chapter 4 verse 14, let us do so with a spirit of joy and peace. For we can find comfort in the knowledge that our transient lives on this earth are but to an eternal existence with our heavenly Father. Our lives are indeed like a mist, appearing for a little while and then vanishing. But remember, even the briefest mist can transform a landscape, turning the ordinary into a scene of enhancing beauty. The question then is not about the duration of our lives, but about the depth of our impact during that fleeting moment. So let us be the mist that brings beauty, the vapor that signals the dawn, the fleeting presence that leaves a lasting impact. Let us live humbly, with gratitude, purposefully, and with joy, understanding that our lives are in the hands of our faithful God, who guides us through this transient life towards an everlasting one with Him. May we all carry the wisdom of James chapter 4 verse 14 in our hearts. May it guide our steps, influence our decisions, and inspire us to live each day fully, faithfully, and purposefully for the glory of God. This message from James is so beautiful, family. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because it's very vital for us to think about life after death, knowing that we're only going to be here for a moment. And I know that we do think about this sometimes when a family member passes away, a friend or someone, we're ending up at their funeral, and then we start thinking about it. But we have to remember that tomorrow is not promised. And we have to live our best life today, especially when it comes to building our relationship with God. God will show you how to live and to love others. Remember, embrace your family members, talk to them, tell them you love them, be there for them, because you never know when they will be gone. Today, I pray that this message blesses you and it's going to find you doing it. Remember, God has given you the strength that you need to do His will. So always remember that we are but a vapor. Thank you for watching. And if you like this video, please, I pray that you would subscribe to the channel. If you have any prayer requests, any comments, let me know in the comment section below. I'm praying for those prayer requests that I have gotten so far. Keep them coming. We love to pray for you and believe God on your behalf. We serve a mighty God, a God who is able. And if you have not liked this video, please give me a thumbs up. Thank you for watching, and always keep your mind on the prize, which is heaven through Jesus Christ. God bless.